Hello and welcome to the Herbal Moon Goddess podcast. My name's Kyra and today I'm going to be sharing with you all about how to meditate and why you should. Meditation is something that I feel like everyone knows that, it's something that we should be doing. Like, I feel like everyone kind of thinks, if only I meditated, then I'd feel better. I probably wouldn't be so stressed out and all this stuff. But yet, often we just don't make that time to meditate. So I'm really hoping that from today's episode, I'll inspire you to create a regular meditation practice because I know it will make you feel really amazing. So first up, let's talk a bit about why you should meditate, because maybe you're listening and you're like, oh yeah, I've meditated before but never really felt anything. It didn't really do anything for me. So if that's you, like meditation, I guess sometimes we just don't have these amazing results from meditating once or twice or a few times. I feel like the real beauty and the real magic of meditation comes into your life when you're meditating consistently for, days, weeks, and then you start to notice these shifts. Like, you may have, meditated regularly for a few weeks and then you notice, well, hey, I don't feel so stressed. I feel more calm. I'm not reacting in such horrible ways anymore. So if that's you, if you've tried meditating and you've never really noticed anything, I encourage you to try it a bit more consistently to really start to see some results. So why do we want to meditate? Meditation brings clarity to your mind. Maybe if you're like a Gemini like me, or you're just a bit scattered and you've got lots of things going on in your mind all the time, meditation can help you find inner stillness, which just helps you, drop the overwhelm. You feel more centered and grounded instead of all this stuff in your head, like a constant list of things to do and pressures and stuff. When you meditate, it just kind of puts things into perspective so that you're just not feeling that overwhelm and you're just not feeling so stressed. So for me, if you don't really know much about who I am, what I do, I'm a homeschooling mum of 4, and so I balance, homeschooling and dealing with my kids 24/7 with running my own business where, I'm a yoga teacher, astrologer, tarot reader. If you see me, I'm pretty consistent on Instagram and Facebook. I'm generally there every day. And I've always got new courses and new books. I do a lot of stuff. And someone asked me recently, how do you do this, Kyra? How do you juggle all this stuff and yet you always appear so calm and collected? And really it's my morning rituals, which include yoga, meditation, journaling, all this mindful stuff. It's this coming back to my spiritual practices, especially meditation. That's what helps me balance this all in a way that I can, still show up and be really calm and collected and organized, even though I have a lot on my plate. And if you're a mumpreneur as well, like a mum juggling kids and business and everything else, then I'm sure you can relate. There is just a never-ending list of things to do when you're running your business and you've got kids to look after as well. You just don't get time and space for yourself. And so meditation really helps you to create that time and space away from all those responsibilities so that you can come back to yourself and take a few deep breaths, and it just makes you feel so much calmer. So really, I guess the top benefit of meditation is feeling more calm. And right now, there's a lot of intense energy going on in the world. There is just so much going on. There's this really intense, collective energy. And meditation just helps you disconnect from all that stuff and just come back to your inner self and connect to what really matters. So meditation has so many more benefits as well. Like meditation helps reduce your stress. It helps you find more inspiration if you're feeling like a creative block, like if you're a creative, a writer, an artist, and you just feel blocked. Meditation can just really help you clear those blocks so you can get back to creating more of the content that you love to share with others. Meditation can help you sleep better. It can really help you relax and sleep. If you have trouble falling asleep at night, try meditation before you go to sleep. It can really improve you falling to sleep in the first place, and it can also help you fall into a deeper, more relaxing state of sleep as well. So yeah, there's really heaps of reasons why you should meditate. I'm sure I've just touched the surface right here in this episode. There is like so many more benefits. But yeah, definitely, like I hope I've convinced you why you should be meditating. So now let's talk about how to meditate. The most common thing that people tell me when they're talking about meditation is that they try to meditate, but they don't know if they're doing it right, or their mind just, is just going a million miles an hour and they just can't stop thinking about stuff. And so I guess when we're meditating, what we want to do is we either want to think of just one thing or nothing at all. So guided meditations are so helpful if you're sitting there and there's just like so many thoughts going on. Then a guided meditation can help you focus on, that one thing, whatever's going on in that guided meditation. So if you want to check out some guided meditations, I actually have quite a few uploaded onto the Insight Timer app, which is a completely free meditation app. You'll also find thousands of meditations from other amazing meditation teachers on Insight Timer. That's pretty much where I go to meditate most days. Insight Timer is amazing. Check it out. They also have like a timer where you can just like set the timer for however long you want to meditate for, and you can set different sounds to go in the background, or maybe like bells or something to go off at different times. So there's lots of different ways that you can meditate with the Insight Timer app. I really love Insight Timer. I've been using it for years. So yeah, check that out if you really want a place to start with, and to check out those guided meditations, because that is super helpful. Now, if you're in a meditation and you just can't stop thinking and stuff, another thing that really helps is coming back to the breath. So taking deep, even, full breaths in through the nose and out through the nose, and just being really conscious of your breath. When you're focusing on the breath, it's like, just focusing on that one thing, the breath. So it really centers you, and often it stops you from thinking about all the other stuff because you're just focusing on breathing in and breathing out. And honestly, just focusing on those deep breaths alone is just so calming and relaxing. If I just couldn't be bothered turning on a meditation, especially at nighttime when I'm trying to sleep, I'll just focus on my breaths, and then I'm out to it after a few breaths, because it's just so relaxing. So focus on your breath. That will really, really help you. And another tip, if you're meditating or trying to meditate, especially if, like me, you've got kids and, God knows what else going on in your household, is just dedicate a time and space to your meditation practice when, the house is going to be quiet, when you're going to have some uninterrupted time to actually meditate. Because there's nothing worse when you're trying to meditate and the kids are running around screaming, and then they're, annoying you because they need you. This happens to me so much. So I now know that if I want to meditate with no interruptions, then I do it in the mornings before my kids wake up, or before most of the kids wake up at least. And by doing that, by starting my day with meditation, it really makes a big difference. Like generally my ideal mornings start off with yoga, meditation, the journaling, and my other mindfulness practices that really just set me up with high vibes for the rest of the day. So meditation at the start of the day, like even if you're just lying in bed and you can pop on a quick guided meditation to listen to, or just do what I said before about focusing on the breathing, taking those deep calm breaths. That can just really help you start the day in a calm and collected way. And also starting a meditation practice where you show up consistently to meditate at the same time every day can really help with building that habit. And like your body will also kind of come to expect that that's what's going to happen at that time of day. So it becomes quite easy to shift into that daily meditation habit. So whether you decide to do that, like, when you wake up in the morning, when your alarm goes off in the morning, then, that could be a signal that that's your time to meditate. Or maybe you have a bedtime reminder on your phone. That could be a sign like, oh, okay, put everything away, time to meditate before going to bed. So it's up to you. You may even find it best to do like a midday meditation. If your kids are at school, then that could be the perfect time to have a bit of peace and quiet in your day when there's no one around to disturb you. So I hope that this has given you quite a few tips of how you can get started with meditating and why it's so important. Meditation has just really changed my life. I started meditating when I was, I think, 12 or 13. I was in year 7 at high school, and there was like this magazine that came in the mail when I was at my grandparents' house, and I was like, looking through this junk mail, and there was this ad to get this free Holosync meditation CD. And so I sent this thing off, like I don't think my parents or grandparents knew. And I got this like CD in the mail, and I was just like, oh my God, this is so cool. And I would like listen to this CD every night, and I just thought, oh my God, this is so cool. I'm meditating. And like, I just had like this like vision of me like levitating while I was meditating, which of course didn't happen, but like that Holosync CD really inspired me to meditate and introduced me to meditation and what it was like to have a spiritual practice. My friends all thought I was really weird at the time. I don't really know how many other 12 or 13-year-olds meditate regularly, but that's what I did. And since then, like I kind of fell out of meditation for a while, but then later in my teenage years, I began to start practicing meditation again. Into my 20s, that's when I became quite serious about my spiritual practice, and I really devoted myself to my daily spiritual practice, which really I think saved me through my journey through motherhood. Because I started off with one child, and then I had another child, and life got a bit more stressful, so I did a bit more spiritual stuff to kind of help me cope with that stuff. And then I had my third child, and it was like, okay, I need more spiritual stuff, so I started learning tarot, and then so forth. Now I have 4 kids, and I have this like real deep spiritual practice that I need to have on a daily basis, because that's how much self-care I need so that I can show up to my fullest potential and be calm and collected for my kids and, in my business, and be a loving wife and all these other hats that I wear. So meditation is really powerful. If you stick to it, you will see shifts start to occur in your life. Like even if it happens slowly, like over the weeks or months, but it will really make a difference to your life. Just sitting down and having like those 5 or 10 minutes of stillness each day, it will make a huge difference to your life. Now, if you'd like a bit of accountability and support with your meditation practice as well as yoga practice, I'm holding a very special live round of my signature program, Flow with the Moon, starting on the magical solar eclipse in Sagittarius on the 4th of December. Over 4 weeks, I'll be guiding you through moon-aligned meditations and yoga practices so that you can develop a consistent spiritual practice and feel better in your mind, body, and soul. You'll find the link to enroll in Flow with the Moon in the show notes below. And I'm really, really excited about this because it's not often that I hold a live round of this program, and it is really, really magical. There's workbooks, there's pre-recorded yoga flows and meditations. Like, you get access to this huge library of meditations and yoga flows. And I'm also going to be live and interactive within our private group so that you can get the most out of our time together. And yeah, it's going to be so much fun. Yay. So yeah, make sure you join me for Flow with the Moon if you really want to develop a consistent spiritual practice and change your life while healing yourself from the inside out. So I hope today's episode was really helpful to help you start meditating a bit more consistently and to deepen your meditation practice. Don't forget to hit subscribe or hit the like if this episode really resonated with you. I'd love to know your thoughts. Feel free to connect with me on Facebook or Instagram at Herbal Moon Goddess. I'd love to know, do you meditate? What do you struggle with meditation? Or do you have any meditation tips to share with us? Let us know. All right, I will catch you all in the next episode. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Herbal Moon Goddess podcast. Bye.